This photo right here. This is one of my favorite photos, and I think about it quite often. What does this photo have to do with anything related to Ghostbusters? Well, it doesn't, but it absolutely relates to everything that happened on Ghostbusters Day 2025. In my previous life, when I spent a blip of a moment of time on sets, you quickly realize that it takes an army of people to create movie magic, and that is why I love movies so much. It is the ultimate collaboration of all forms mixed together. And this past Ghostbusters Day made me think of everyone who helped make this event possible. So this Ghostbusters Day kinda revolves all around the Ecto. It was already up in New Jersey several weeks prior for a car event where Grant took the Ecto-MD up there along with Ecto-Tech, so it was Ecto-1A along with Ecto-MD, and the point of it leaving up there were we were wanting to get the brakes redone on the Ecto along with a couple other nice to haves. So while we were heading up there, we were finding out that some of the parts for the brakes were still not available, and Ecto-Tech was still trying to source them for us. So finally we got an update that those parts were in and the Ecto was available to pick up. Going there, the car had issues starting. It was taking several cranks, several attempts to get it going. Finally we get it going, and as the car's coming down, we notice there's no brake lights, there's no bar lights, there's no sirens. What happened? All that was working prior, and we're all just dumbfounded. The shop had to close, so we had to take the Ecto over to personal home of Ecto-Tech and figure out what happened to our brake lights, what happened to our bar lights, what happened to the siren. I will say that on the drive back, the amount of awkward silence was deafening, and the amount of stress and anxiety in the air you could cut with a knife. We get over there. At one point we had to start again. It would not start, and we just finally figured out that, you know what, we had to replace the alternator several weeks prior to that. It probably killed the battery after all those cranks. We got a new alternator, but we probably need a new battery. We ran out in a personal vehicle, picked up a battery, put that in, got it started, but still didn't have brake lights, still didn't have siren, didn't have bar lights. Worked up until almost 11 o'clock the evening before. Mind you, actually that evening we were invited to the YHS event that was happening where actually Mckenna Grace showed up, and that just entirely got scrapped because our sole focus was on the Ecto and trying to get that up and running. Eventually we did, right before up until like 11 p.m. Once that happened, we went back to the hotel, crashed. We woke up at 5:30, went from the hotel back to where the Ecto was, and there our journey started up from New Jersey to New York. And I'll tell you what, if you ever want to feel like you're constantly dying, get an Ecto and drive it on the highway. At first you think it's cool because you're getting attention, but then you realize they're not paying attention to the road or the rules of the road. Like, their main focus is on you and the car. And stop, look ahead, because you're gonna rear end someone. So it's a weird, unique feeling because you see that it's bringing them joy, but at the same time, you also don't want them to kill anyone or you. So yes, we finally made it up to the firehouse. I would say on time, or actually just a little bit ahead of time. Got there a little early and talked to some planners and coordinators, and actually got there a little early, but not before Grant got pulled into his first interview of the day by Ghost Beacon. He was there to welcome us, a warm welcome, and did a short little interview with Grant.
Yeah, it's no cheap. Yeah, as of yesterday, we weren't sure, so, well, I'm glad she's here and you made the journey safely. Yeah.
And after that, we had talked about maybe going around just close by and getting some like B-roll shots of like some iconic places in the background, or the fact of just B-roll Ecto going through New York, right? Like you can't beat that. So we finally get there, pull up, and from the get-go, It is just photo op after photo op, at the point where we had to have a body or two bodies constantly at the car, because there was almost a line forming of people who just wanted to pose with the car. And that truly is like what we love. We love the fact that it's almost more adults than kids, which is really, really cool. I mean, kids love it. There were kids dressed up, different costumes, proton packs, but the adults, like just as many adults want to pose with the Ecto. And I mean, why not, right? Like, it's the Ecto. Of course, one of the best parts about Ghostbusters Day is getting to see other Ghostbusters groups, talking to them, meeting them. There's people that I finally got to meet face to face for the first time. One of the big ones being Doc from Tools and Talent Props. I was actually able to talk to him beforehand and kind of pre-schedule a shoot within a shoot while we were up there. So he was going to be revealing a custom boo box to Ecto-1 Manhattan, who beautiful Ecto as well. Got to chat with him a little bit about his vehicle, but he got a custom boo box made by Tools and Talent Props, and we got to do a little shoot of that and a little reveal, and that was kind of something special. But it was finally great to meet Doc face to face for the first time. I mean, just look how handsome this guy is. I am at Ghostbusters Day 2025 with the one and only Doc from Tools and Talent Props, and I have one question that has been driving me nuts and a bunch of followers. Are we going to get a black belt? Can you tell us, are we going to get a black belt?
Yes.
Okay, and when can we expect this new black belt from Tools and Talent Props?
Pre-orders going live in July.
There you go. Other people there, and actually you can kind of see in some of this B-roll shot, Creative Geekery was there. I didn't really get to have a conversation with him, but I saw him and I think he saw me, and I think he featured me in part of his YouTube video. You should definitely go check that out, his Ghostbusters Day 2025 video. And actually, Hey Archer, Nerd Affiliated, got to have some small talk. I wish I was able to kind of catch up with you more, but I feel like all of us creators were kind of pulled in different directions all at the same time. So it was great to actually say hello. Hopefully we can catch up more in the future, but it was great seeing you there. But it wasn't all about just adults and kids wanting to see the car. Adam Murray actually came over. I had seen Adam Murray last year at Ghostbusters Day 2024, but I kind of just documented and did some B-roll of him in an interview. I really didn't get face-to-face time, but this year was much different. We had some FaceTime, and we had a honorary plaque frame made for him to be an honorary member of the Charm City Ghostbusters with our custom patch in there, and we handed that off to him. He thought that was super cool. In the moment, he wanted to give something back, so he had a picture of him from the truck driver, and he autographed that and gave that to us. Just very cool, very down to earth. Just like the Ecto, sometimes things don't always go to plan. Things break down. This happened to be the weather. The weather broke. It just started pouring. It was raining when Ecto-1 Manhattan delivered Mckenna Grace and Jason Reitman, Carrie Coon, but it was tolerable. But then it just got heavier and heavier, and I will say some members from Charm City, I don't want to say their names, but their energy is just contagious. Just positive, contagious. And they started dancing in the rain. Other people started dancing in the rain. Random people who weren't Ghostbusters just started dancing in the rain. There was just a group, and we all just embraced the rain. I mean, why not? What else are you gonna do? I mean, yeah, plenty of people who weren't prepared, they wanted to take cover, and completely get that. But what happened was a show was put on for people who were under a canopy or under an umbrella. They had something to do. They had something to watch. And so we just you're wet. You're wet, and just take it in. It was a blast. Another great thing to see unfold there was On the Scene Adventures. They were there. They actually did a mini interview with Jesse, but also with Mckenna Grace and Jason Reitman, and it was really cool to see them and how they operate, and got some footage of them as well. Other things that happened there as well is I ran into Hasbro Pulse. They had the model, the figures, the Ecto, but the big reveal obviously is the 84 pack. I think I finally fell into the bandwagon of, yeah, they're not gonna do another pack. And you know, people asked for an 84 and it was told, and we were brainwashed so much just to say, just forget it, give up on it. And then wham, bam, they dropped that on us, and I'm excited to see it unfold. I did do a little bit of interview. I'll show a couple snippets here, but there's not a lot that I probably captured that you don't already know by the time of viewing of this video, but I'm excited to see what comes of this pack.
We added a USB-C port so you can run it on external power. On external power, the lights don't time out. It runs until you turn it off.
Fantastic.
Didn't think it was gonna happen. I was one of those people who thought, yeah, it probably just wouldn't happen, but here we are, 2025, and we're getting an 84 pack. It was great to finally meet some of you guys, the fans who watch me on this channel, so it was great to say hello. Also, props to you guys for standing in line for getting merchandise. We actually had a group that wanted to do autographs, and this is where a little bit of magic happened. We did have some frames, custom frames for them to be an honorary member of Charm City Ghostbusters with their name and our custom patch with them, and we handed them to get their autograph. You know, if you don't ask, you don't know. So we had some members ask, hey, you know, we won the Ecto-1 spot for the charity event, and our Ecto is out front. Would you mind signing it? And everyone agreed. Everyone said yes. And so we were like, okay, cool. Will they remember? And they remembered. We had Carrie Coon, Mckenna Grace, Jason Reitman, Eric Wright, all come out, sign the dash of the Ecto-MD, and for our entire group, it was such a surreal moment, and the amount of spirits that were lifted, everything that we had gone through in the previous 24 hours with the struggle and the stress, it just went away. You could immediately feel it just go away.
This is so wild. I mean, I used to watch this on TV, you guys. I used to watch this on TV. The Ghostbusters. Fantastic.
We already knew we were going to make the best of this trip, but for that to happen, surreal. Just surreal. I think there might have been actual tears from some individuals, but it was a powerful moment. After everyone had signed the dash of the Ecto-MD, we had an opportunity to gather the entire group and take a quick group photo. Thank you, Ghost Beacon. I think our group photo came from you, so appreciate you taking the photo of us. And then our journey home. And our journey home was going as smooth as it could until suddenly we had a blowout. The driver's side front left tire blew, and we have no spare. We are stranded. From New York to Maryland, we're only about 20 miles from home. And we had to call a flatbed tow truck, and we had to wait about an hour. So we didn't really get the Ecto till a little bit after 2, and didn't get really that offloaded until a little bit before 2:33, which put me home a little bit before, I think, 3:30 or 4 o'clock. But you can't, there's nothing to regret. I mean, the memories that the group made, the memories that I made, it was an incredible team effort. So back to this photo. It isn't just what you see on the surface. It is the army of people you don't see that truly makes the magic happen. I can't help but think of the planners, the coordinators, Buffalo Ghostbusters. Thank you for taking the lead as always. People who just helped with parking, the band, the DJ, thank you for keeping the energy alive even when it was pouring. Sony Ghost Corps, and Carrie Coon, Eric Wright, Mckenna Grace, Jason Reitman. Thank you for coming out for us, the fans. We love that you love Ghostbusters, and it means a lot that you wanted to celebrate with us. And of course, thank you for signing the Charm City Ecto-MD. And speaking of Charm City, this video This marks my 2-year for YouTube, year 2 as a member. 12 months ago, I didn't exist. In 12 months, I've gone from recruit to member to executive board, and I will say the amount of dedication that I see from this group is no other than astounding. To everyone who helped donated, whether it was actual funding or time, to those who helped coordinated travel, trains, hotels, to those who waited hours in line to secure merchandise, who waited for autographs, who ran out to get a new car battery, those who walked all across New York to find picture frames when we left ours behind. You all are an amazing, dedicated, passionate group of people. I couldn't be more damn proud to be part of this group.
I'm trying to train myself very hard not to look at you, because I know you don't want that.
Back for me.
Took on the world, tore it all down, made it our own. Yeah, we stole the crown. We did it all, like savages. It was you, it was me, it was us. We were free. Oh, every night you and me, like a storm, we were free. Oh, it was you, it was me, it was us. We were free. Oh. Like savages, we hit it hard, we hit it hard. Like savages, took on the world, tore it all down, made it our own.
And that was like also video, so we were just frozen.
Oh.
We did it all, like savages. We did it all, we did it all, like savages. We hit it hard, we hit it hard, like savages. Took on the world, tore it all down, made it our own. Yeah, we stole the crown. We did it all, like savages.
This is unbelievable being here with all of you, like old members, new members, being here with this car for the first time ever. Not even touching on the celebrities sitting in it and signing it. Like, love all of you. I think everyone here did something to make that happen today, between running to get the frames we forgot or making the connection inside to actually get them out here. Like, you guys are unbelievable, and I love all of you.